Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Dree and Ghost. And if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys stop what you're doing right now, like this video, subscribe to this page, and leave a comment down below. I do read the comments, all right? So this video today is going to be about potty training. The number one reason why a lot of dog owners give up their dogs is because of potty trainings. For some people, it may seem extremely difficult to potty train your dog, and other people just don't have the time or the patience to really potty train. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about some unuseful tips and some helpful tips when it comes to potty training your dog. First, I wanna go over a potty training method that I feel is, how you say it, not very necessary, and it kind of hinders the dog from understanding what's the purpose of potty training. So one of the methods I really don't agree with is puppy pads. Puppy pad method is pretty much the little pads that people leave around their houses, like in the kitchen or in the bathroom, just areas of the house where your dog can go in. And it's convenient for a lot of people because all they have to do is just ball the little puppy pad up and boom, throw it in the trash. I feel like one of the cons is you're giving your dog permission to use the restroom inside of the home instead of giving him the opportunity to go outside to do his business, you know what I mean? Another thing is with puppy pads, it make your house stink. Some people can already smell the dog being in your house. You think they want to come there to smell, you know, the dog's poop and pee on the puppy pads too, or just in the trash. It's different when it's a baby, because a baby pamper and the little diaper genie, yeah, I see that. But with dogs, it's hindering them from understanding that it's not okay to pee and poop inside the house. But hey, what works for you may not work for others. And I know little dogs, it's a lot easier to do the puppy pads in apartments and stuff like that with little dogs because it helps keep them clean. But I feel like if you have a big dog, I feel like it's better for them to go out and get that exercise and be able to relieve themselves outside versus having to go inside the house. The method that I don't agree with is some people like to section off their dogs in certain parts of the house that doesn't have carpet for their dogs to use the restrooms instead of using like a puppy pad. So if they're like gone for like 5 or 6 hours, they will like lock their dog in like an area of the house like the kitchen or a bathroom and pretty much barricade them in that area for them to use the restroom. And then what they do, they just clean it up when they're done. Again, you're letting your puppy use the bathroom in your house, letting them know, or letting them think that it's okay for them to use the restroom, you know, any time of day as long as it's in this area. Your house is gonna stink and you're gonna attract some flies. Well, actually, it depends on where you're at. You might attract flies. I know out here in Texas, you will attract some flies, okay? Now, I would like to talk about a method that was very effective when we were training our Cane Corso puppy to not pee in the house. The method that we use is called crate training. Crate training, what is it? So crate training is how you potty train your dog using a crate. So in most times when your puppy is very small and you're not actively watching them like 100% focused on your puppy, they crate and you monitor them every now and then. Now you can hear them sniff around or move around and you could probably catch them right before they squat and you let them know, no, no, no. And you take them on outside so they can learn that this is the area outside is where I can pee. You might not catch them the first time, but you might catch them the second time. And it does take a lot of patience and it does take a consistency. So you just gotta be consistent and patient with this process and it will be very effective. And I can honestly say that we potty trained Ghost, I would say take about like almost 2 months. Not even, to be honest, because he's a very smart dog. So it didn't really take him that long. And he caught on to it very quickly. It got to a point where he would actually scratch the door of the cage to let us know that, hey, I gotta pee. Now, when you finally catch your dog sniffing around, you might not catch them the first day, you might not catch them the second day, but when you do catch them, the moment you catch them, go ahead, pick them up and go run outside, put them out there, and let them pee, and then you give them so much praise. Say, good boy, good. I'm just giving an example, so you just praise him a lot so he'll understand that, hey, I did a good job. Now, there are people who are opposed to crate training their puppies because I've seen a lot of comments. Oh, crate training your puppy, that's like inhumane, that's like putting him in jail or he's on a punishment or something like that. Well, guess what? It worked out very well for him. doesn't feel like he's on punishment, and he has not made any accidents in this house since he was like 5 months. What may work for you may not work for others, but this is something that was helpful for me. Please don't get it confused on what I say when I say crate training. Don't leave your puppy in the cage all day. Just leave them in the cage when you're not actively paying attention to them, sniffing around the house, looking for a place to use the restroom. If you're like watching movies or you're into your phone or something like that, then put your puppy in the cage, and then that way, when they accidentally have an accident in there, they're gonna feel sticky and disgusting. They're not gonna wanna go through that again. So yes, this is going to be very difficult sometimes. It will be very frustrating, but this is a learning process for you and your puppy too. Keep in mind that. Another tip for potty training will be to keep a schedule, and also keep in mind when they eat and drink too. So their potty training schedule when they're like a puppy, every 2 hours, take them outside. At least every 2 hours. You can be like, oh, not at least, the max is every 2 hours. So every hour if you can, but every 2 hours, just so they can get the hang of going outside and using the restroom. What I notice is that sometimes right after they eat, they have to go number. All right, so keep in mind when they eat, give it about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then take them out after they eat. And I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna give you a double surprise. So that's another thing I noticed with potty training, just to keep the continuous schedule and be consistent with it as well. Also keep in mind that as your puppy grows older, the more of control they have over their bladder. So the every 2 hours taking them out is not going to be forever, so don't worry. Don't worry, your life is not going to be controlled by potty training. Once they start to get the hang of it and they become older and they mature more, they're able to hold their pee a lot longer too. So that's kind of awesome, isn't it? As long as you keep them consistent with their schedule, monitor what they eat and drink, and then do whatever potty training method, crate training method, works for you, and you're gonna start seeing real good results. What we used to do after Ghost got around about, I wanna say 10 months, my husband will take him out. His last walk will be like 11:45. The next walk will be 5.5 hours later. So like almost 5:30? I don't remember, but I know it was between 11 and midnight, and 4 and 5 in the morning is that gap at night that we took with him, because he started sleeping through the night pretty well and didn't really wake up until around 3 or 4. But sometimes when he do feel that urge, then he'll wake one of us up, which is actually pretty good. Now, Ghost is 1 year old. Well, he's about to be 14 months. I'm a mom, so we count by months until they're like 3. But anyways, he's almost 14 months, and we can leave him at home outside of his cage all day without him having not one accident. Not no pee, no poop, no nothing found in this house at all. But I can tell you this one thing, as soon as we see him, he got that back leg like this. Y'all done left me in this house all day and I gotta pee. And we take him right out, right away, right outside. So being consistent with him pretty much helped out a lot for me and him. And he's very good with holding his bladder like all day when me and my husband are at work and when the kids are at school and there's nobody else here. We also have a camera in the house, so we're watching. What are you doing, Ghost? What are you doing? So we're always keeping an eye on him, even though we're not here. We're watching. We're watching you. And most of the time that we're gone at work, he just falling asleep on the couch or looking outside the window, being nosy, barking at birds and kids and noises and stuff like that, but no pee or poop anywhere. So good job for Ghost. When we come home and we see that, we always praise him because we know that he's doing a good job protecting the house and pretty much keeping the house clean on his end. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. That pretty much wraps up my video on my potty training advice, my methods, and my tips that I use with my Cane Corso. Come here, Ghosty Ghost. You big boy. Such a big ghost. You're such a big ghost. Come on, walk with me. Come on, boy. One foot in front of the other. Come on. Come on, Coach. Come on, Coach. So I wanted to wrap this video up with Ghost. This is the chair I was just sitting in. Come here, Ghost. Ghost, give me that lovely face. Ghost says you better subscribe to our channel. Ghost says subscribe to our channel, like this video, give us a thumbs up, and stay tuned for more. And guess what? We got some more stuff coming up, okay? I want to try some different things. Actually, you know what? Leave some video tips in the comments. What do you guys want to see us do? What do you guys want to talk about, okay? Let us know, all right? Thank you guys for watching, and we're out.